Kris is with GenePro, a global reproductive technology company specializing in the engineering, manufacturing, sales, and service of the most innovative swine reproductive supplies. Kris has some information for us now.
Hello, my name is Kris Lansman, and I am the regional sales rep for GenePro. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about our Intellimate bulk dose insemination gun. We are a global reproductive company that specializes in the engineering, manufacturing, sales, and service of the reproductive supplies. We specialize only in the swine industry. We have products for the boar studs as well all the way through to the sow farms, which includes semen extenders, which are made directly here in the USA. We have packaging machines, semen evaluation systems, dummies, semen bags, and bulk bags, as well as catheters, ultrasound machines, and semen storage units. We are based out in Madison, Wisconsin, and we do have our quality management system, which meets the ISO standards. We're also a subsidiary of a company called Genes Diffusion, which is based in France. Our Intellimate bulk dose insemination system, what exactly is it? It is a revolutionary tool to use in bulk dose insemination. What's nice about it is with this system, you don't have to worry about any inconsistent dosages. It was designed for operator use, reliability, and accuracy. And one of the really neat things about this tool is that it was developed by breeders and for breeders. What are some advantages of the Intellimate system that we have? Well, one of the main advantages and big advantages of it is that you can easily switch between PCAI and conventional dosage. Both PCAI and conventional dosage is set up on the Intellimate gun. It also comes preset for volume settings. But one of the nice things about it is that you can actually go in and change the volume and speed settings and lock it. So that way no one else can come in and change it. We also have something really interesting called a pulse flow technology. And what this does is it simulates natural mating. We also see a labor and time savings in the lab as well as on the sow farms. On the sow farm side, one of the nice things you see is that you're not having to open bags all the time. You can have one person coming through, putting the catheters in, somebody coming through with the Intellimate gun, and one person pulling the catheters out. So you see a huge time savings in this. We also have easy to follow cleaning protocols developed specifically for the Intellimate gun, which includes daily and weekly cleaning protocols. What's nice is that you can have a consistent concentration, volume, and motility from dose 1 to 2,000. So with the bulk bag, you're not having to worry about agitating it all the time because it's in your backpack, and as you're walking, it's agitating it. And we have also done studies to show we have the volume, concentration, motility is the same from the first dose to the very last dose. So what I'm going to show you guys now is a video showing how easy the Intellimate gun works. What does our kit include when you purchase it? And all of this stuff we have so that you can purchase separately as well if you want to. But what we've done is made it into a kit so that you can use it. So the question is that we get sometimes is what happens after the sale? Well, one of the things is we don't just forget about you after the sale. We come out and train you on the use of the Intellimate gun as well as all the proper cleaning protocols. We also service all the equipment as well. So if you're having an issue with the Intellimate gun, one of the things we do is we'll send you a loaner gun out. You'll send us your Intellimate gun back. and we'll work on it. But one of the things we also do for biosecurity purposes is that we will leave it on one side under UV light for 24 hours. We'll flip it to the other side, use it under UV light for another 24 hours before we even go in and service the guns. There is also a 1-year warranty on the dosing guns. We also carry all the replacement parts that you're going to need for the guns. So that was a little bit about our Intellimate bulk dosing system that we have for you guys. One of the things that we do, we tried to revolutionize it, make it easy for the bulk dosing bags, make it easier for the operator, and make it easy for the sow farm. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in and learning more about our Intellimate gun. One of the things I'd like to leave you guys with is this is my contact information. Again, my name is Kris Lansman, and I am the regional sales rep for GenePro. I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time to learn about GenePro and more about our Intellimate gun, and I'd like to answer any questions that you guys may have. Thanks.
Well, Kris, thanks for that information, and let's get to those questions. Producers, again, you know the drill. Just drop your questions in the QA box, and Kris and I will dive into those questions and find out what the answers are here from GenePro on this system. So our first producer question, Kris, is what does it take to switch from another AI delivery system to GenePro, and can 2 systems be used in the same pig system?
You know, going between 2 different systems, you should be able to use to switch between another. We'd have to look and see on tubing in the bags how everything adapts to it and how our adapter and everything. And using 2 systems in one, you should be no problem.
Great. Okay. I also have a question about all the products that go along with the Intellimate. You had the list there of everything that comes in the package. Are there some other products that go along with that? That was a lot in that bundle.
Yeah, we do have the kit that goes along with it. But like I said, one of the things at GenePro, we have supplies all the way from the boar stud all the way through the sow farm. So catheters and that type of stuff we have. But anything to do with reproductive on the swine side, we carry everything to do with that. So
great. And producers, remember, drop those questions in the QA box and we will get those answered for you. I do have a question, Kris, about converting between traditional AI and PCAI on the gun. Tell me about that conversion process and what that would take.
Well, really, it's as simple as hitting a button on the gun. So we have built into the gun, we have PCAI, and then we have the traditional AI. So as you're going through, if you want a certain sow to be conventional AI, it's just a flip of a button on the gun. You go to traditional, and then you can flip it back to PCAI. So it's that simple.
And one of the things I thought was interesting too was the staffing that you talked about. So go into that a little bit more and explain exactly how that process works with the labor that it would take through this AI process.
Sure. One of the ways that we've had a lot of guys using this is as they're going through, they have one person going through and putting the catheters in the sows. They have another person coming by a few minutes later and actually going through with the Intellimate gun, going through the process with it and moving on to the next one, and then someone coming through afterward and pulling the catheters out. So really you cut down on your labor because you're not waiting for that sow to take down the semen like you normally would. This automatically goes in. It's got a natural pulse technology with it that simulates it, but we're able to get that in there in a lot less time.
Great. What's the last word you want producers to be left with on today's show?
Well, I think if you're interested in our Intellimate system or in anything that we might offer, like I said, we have a full range of products from our iSperm to looking at sperm to catheters and things like that. We'd love to give you guys a quote or talk to you guys more about our information, and you can reach me at 712-579-0254.
Kris, I'm going to ask you for that phone number one more time.
You betcha. It's 712-579-0254.
Great. Thanks, Kris Lansman. We really appreciate you being with us today on behalf of GenePro. And as always, we appreciate your support of our producers here in Iowa, as well as Iowa Pork Congress and being an Iowa Pork Alliance member.